I am Kezia. As you know, I look like this because I just came back from date night. It was amazing. I was like, since I'm already done, I might as well record this video that I have been contemplating for a long time. It's a little serious. I'll be starting a little creative thing I've been starting. As you know, 2026 is my year to really tap into my creative style. And it's something that really came to me one day I was in the store. So I'm going to give you a little backstory on how this event started, why I'm a little bit passionate about it, or maybe a lot passionate about it. I was born in Jamaica and raised in Belize. And my parents, my dad's a pastor and my mom's a teacher. We grew up not the wealthiest at all, but my parents were providers. They still are, you know. They made sure that we were well taken care of. And childhood wise, when it came to like materialistic things like toys, we had enough to, have fun. But me and my siblings, we used to play together. Like we, did everything together and we just utilized what we had. My first ever Barbie doll. My aunt Delia bought it for me. I was about 5 years old, and she had on the way, usually you get a little barrel from foreign. Yes, so she sent a barrel with like Barbie doll clothes and like accessories and everything. And I don't know if you know back then, but Barbies were expensive. It was a luxury to have a Barbie doll. So I was so excited. This was my first ever Barbie doll. Like I was excited. My mom was excited for me, and I could tell. Granted, I feel like my mom is not even the type to really care about stuff like that, but at the time I could tell that she actually cared. And we had a family friend that came over. I don't even know like time wise how long after the Barbie doll this was. I mean, I was young, but she came over one day to hang out with me and my older brother, and she broke my doll. She wanted to play with it. I didn't want her to play with it, and we are like, you know, tug and war with it. And she pulled it out my hand and it broke. I was like, oh my gosh, like my mom's going to kill us. Like we're going to get in so much trouble. I was 5, so he was probably 5, 6, 7, 8. He was probably 8. So we are like, okay, let's bury the dolly. So we buried outside. We're like, okay, we just gonna tell mommy that we can't find it. In the evening, I told my mom, yes, I can't find it, da da da. And then I don't know, my mom just know, I guess instinct. She was like, what did you guys do with the doll? Okay. So my brother was like, yeah, we buried it. So she was like, go and get it. Maybe she could fix it, whatever. So we went outside and then we're looking for this doll and we just could not find it. We couldn't find it anywhere. It was like years later, my brother was like, he think the family friend took it and stole it. That's just a little backstory to kind of give you a background of like my first introduction to Barbie dolls. The next time I got a Barbie doll was when Samaritan's Purse, they sent, the gift boxes to our church in Belize. I was about 11. It was right before high school. I was 11 years old. They sent this little box to Belize. And in my box had two Barbie dolls, but they didn't send enough to my church. So my mom, she made me keep one and then I had to give one to somebody else in church. And to be honest, that was like our Christmas. Like our Christmas, we didn't really like prioritize getting toys. Like I wasn't raised like getting a whole bunch of toys and like seeing a whole bunch of toys for Christmas. That's just not how I was raised. I mean, my parents did what they could. So Samaritan's Purse really blessed our family, and that's why to this day I will always support Samaritan's Purse. When I moved to the US, I decided to give that Barbie doll to my cousin Micah. I think at the time she was too young to really appreciate it, and it was destroyed literally so quickly. But she was too young to appreciate it. That was on me. I feel like I was just excited to be able to pass something on. Earlier this month, I was like, I don't have dolls to pass on to my kid. I don't know if that's something people do, but that's something I always wanted to do. And I don't have dolls to pass on to my daughter. I don't have a daughter yet, but I'm praying on it. You know what I mean? Even if I don't have like a baby girl in the future, like my nieces or even my cousin who can appreciate it now because it's been some years since I've given her that doll. For context, my husband have like all his childhood toys. He used to be into school buses and he have like 500 at his childhood home. I feel like I want to be able to, give my daughter something. Okay, so I was walking around at Kohl's. I was talking to my sister-in-law, and we were just talking about kids and like I don't even know like what even made me buy this doll, but I bought I bought my first, but this is the first Barbie I bought for myself. I bought Nurse Barbie. Isn't she cute? They're so inexpensive. This is like less than $10. It was such a luxury item to have a Barbie. I don't know if that's just my experience, if or if that's like everyone's experience, but I bought a Barbie. What I'm planning to do every month of this year, I'm going to buy myself a Barbie that I can pass on, but they'll signify something. But I am a nurse. Nursing is my passion, it is my ministry. I absolutely love that God put me in a position to take care of his people. And it's something that's very important to me. So I want every Barbie that I buy to tell a story that my daughter can appreciate in the future. And even if she's not into dolls, it's a story that I can tell her. It's healing for me and a bonding moment for my future kids. Like Barbara says, you can be anything. So this is my series called You Can Be Anything with One Barbie at a Time. So comment down below what you think February is gonna be and March. Okay, I already have my February Barbie. And hint, hint, it is Black History themed. So based on my black backstory, tell me what you think February is gonna be. All right, have a good one.